How many of y'all selling for less? Selling for less. You take what they give you, because you can't bargain for your worth, because you settle for less. We're so busy selling for less. I talked to a guy, Tommy know, can't tell you the whole story, but I can tell you half. Tommy know the whole story. Talked to a guy who brought him in, made him an offer to be a manager over a group of people, and they gave him a 7% raise. That guy looked at him and said, "No, I'm worth more than 7%. I'm just not going to let you give me what you want me to have. If you want me to do that job, then I need